Um, People are wearing coats. Carly Rae Jepsen came on. Call Me Maybe. You're familiar with that song? I've played it before. I think it's happened to me. The video. I'm kind of more referring to the video that she puts out. That the guy goes and he's washing his car and stuff, and she's like next door, and he's over there, and she's like looking at him, and then they end up together later on. I think we can go. Oh, this guy's gonna turn left. I don't want to hit him. But they end up all together with different people and stuff next door or something, and I think we can go now. And, I mean, she's like in love with him, and there's this other woman that doesn't even look like a woman hardly. And she like helps him up. He falls or something. She helps him up. This Carly Rae Jepsen in this video, and he's like putting his number, for the phone number, and it's like he hands it to this other woman instead, and it's like, oh my, it's like she's like ready to die, and it's like, yeah, she's the one that liked him, and she's beautiful too. Carly Rae Jepsen is really beautiful, and this other woman is like, just, I mean, they had to find someone that was really kind of homely or not so good looking to play that part, or they had to ugly her up or something. And it's like he gives her the damn phone number instead of Carly Rae Jepsen. And I think more of us have done that to women than we realize. I think I've done it a number of times where I didn't notice that someone liked me, and it's like someone had to hit me over the head with a baseball bat to get me to see it. I've done that. I know I've done it. And I'm talking about even women that I consider beautiful have done that. And I'm like, I'm completely oblivious to what's going on. And I think people do that. I think they're maybe just not thinking, I don't know. Or maybe they don't think it's a possibility that girl would like you. I mean, I've had a few girls that liked me that I didn't really know. I didn't really think about it. It just didn't enter my mind that they would like me. And they were my age and everything too. They were people that maybe would have had something in common with me, and I didn't think somebody should have hit me over the head with a baseball bat. My friend that I had in college, he told me, he finally came out and says, I think she likes you. Kevin kind of in school too. But we kind of sell ourselves short a lot, I think. Sometimes we cut ourselves down or whatever. We underestimate ourselves. We had 17 miles to Mexico. Oh, I've been driving in the wrong direction. We just got one busy area that we drive through that's between here and home. It's one area that's kind of busy. I remember it on the way here. And just like a few miles long where it's congested. And then after that, it's just country, easy driving. And on a Sunday, if I did drive through there on a Sunday, it probably wouldn't be any traffic at all. I didn't look at the map to see where, but I topped off the tank. It's cold out there, though. I don't know if I'm going to want to sleep out in this. It's like colder than... People are wearing winter coats. It feels like it's in the 30s. It's kind of blustery and cold. I wonder if I should try to make it home. It's the type of cold where when night comes, you could get snow. If it were to be precipitation. It's a long ways from, I mean, this tree here's got white on it. It's blooming like. So we're still far enough south that the kind of a cold front. Here's another one. So cold front came in. If any of that stuff will get froze off, if it cold it rains. There's just a touch of purple on here. It's just beginning to bloom in here, just barely. It's that same tree that in Arkansas is full bloom. I think by the time we get into Iowa, I think that it's going to be getting more like Wisconsin already, because you're getting up in line with Chicago. Chicago's kind of cold yet. They're a colder climate. Chicago's known as kind of a cold place to live. It's not as bad as Milwaukee or Twin Cities, but see these trees here, some of these are the purple ones, so apparently that kind of tree lives up here too, whatever it is. I don't know what it is, but they're here and there. I think one might be right here. It's these two. But you barely see the purple. Do we have those in Wisconsin? And they just bloom in the summer or something? I wonder what that could be. We might not have very many of them if we have it. They're a pretty tree. There are a lot of them down in Arkansas, though. Something like that, we just don't think about it, or I don't know. It might just be here and there. It might only be like one here and there. We have them. They might not grow in sandy soil, though. I mean, this soil in Arkansas is odd. I'm not really sure what you'd call that. It's really a messy. I guess that's iron that's in the soil there. I wonder if they have an iron problem there in their water. I didn't notice anything in particular. Of course, people probably clean their toilets. Yeah, I don't know if I want to spend the night in the car tonight. That might be a hell of a thing. I'd try to get home. Might get home kind of late, but at least I'll be able to sleep. It might be too cold to sleep in this. Kind of running into some cold weather. It doesn't look cold out to look at it, but it is. This might be those 2 days that was the cold. It was in the forecast, and up in Necedah it's going to be 39 for a high. And I noticed that at the campground when I was in Iowa, they got pretty cold there too. 26. That was in May some years ago that I came out to collect geodes and got down to 26 degrees at the campground, and it was warm in the day, so I mean it could get down colder than we maybe